Welcome back to Ozarks Live. With us now is Linda Myers, the fundraising coordinator for the Christian County Museum and Historical Society. You have an event coming up, but before we talk about that, let's talk about the Christian County Museum and Historical Society. Just tell us a little bit about what you do.
Well, the museum was formed in 1976, and so we're coming up on 50 years, and our mission has always been just to preserve Christian County history and try and educate people about Christian County history.
Yeah, and so you've got a lot of different things in there for people to come see.
We do.
Is it open like daily, or how does that work?
It's open Wednesday through Saturday, 10 to 3.
Okay.
Okay, very good. Now, your event coming up this weekend is called A Night at the Museum. So what can people expect from this?
Well, we are going to have small group tours of selected artifacts and exhibits within the museum. We will have 2 experts there who have done extensive research on a couple of the exhibits. One is the Chadwick Flyer train, and Tim Ritter will be our guest host for that exhibit. And then we also have a small exhibit on Buff Lamb, who used to be past sheriff of Christian County, and Randy Greer just wrote a recent biography of him, and he will be there about to kind of host that exhibit. Then Wayne Glenn, who is a longtime Christian County historian, is going to be our featured speaker, and he is going to talk about the origin of place names in Christian County. So besides those things, then we will have hors d'oeuvres and a silent auction.
Okay, let's back up just a little bit. Tell us about those exhibits a little bit more. The one with the train, what was that one called?
The Chadwick Flyer.
Okay,
it was the train that went from Ozark down to Chadwick, and the town of Chadwick originated as a railroad town, basically.
Is that track still there?
No, the track has been taken up, and the train hasn't run for a long time. The funny thing about it was called the Chadwick Flyer because it was so slow. Farmers along the path of the train said that their crops would not grow because the train was so slow that it shaded the fields all day.
Oh, that's fun.
Wow.
Yes. So this exhibit kind of shows where it used to run, right?
Well, yes, this exhibit is actually a very large model that was created by a man in Ozark, and it has authentic buildings, some of which still exist, such as the depot and the old mill in Ozark and the Weaver House, and then the model train actually runs along the tracks from Ozark down to Chadwick on this model.
So there's some things we're going to recognize on that.
Oh, yes.
And now who is talking about that, Eve?
Tim Ritter. Tim Ritter.
He
has done a lot of research on the Chadwick Flyer, yes. So he knows more about it than I do. So he will be hosting that.
Okay, and so then the other one, the other exhibit?
The other exhibit is the Sheriff Buff Lamb exhibit. He was quite a controversial character in Christian. Well, he was
Please tell.
Christian County history. Well, he was kind of an old-fashioned lawman who had a heavy hand, and he kept things in very good order while he was sheriff. And there were people who admired his tactics. Of course, we're talking several decades ago, so times have changed. But there were people who admired his tactics, and there were people who abhorred his tactics. And Randy Greer is the author of a recent biography on him, and he gave a program on Buff Lamb at the museum, and it was very interesting because even today, decades after the man has passed away, public opinion is still very divisive about him.
That is really interesting.
Yes.
Now tell me this too, with the event this weekend, you touched on a silent auction. Can you tease any of the items that will be given away in that auction?
We share our space in that building with the Finley River Fine Arts Gallery, and we have 5 of their artists have donated original works of art for that. We have a battery-powered brand new hedge trimmer. We have many gift certificates for automotive services, for restaurants, for hair salons, wine and cheese baskets, so a lot of good items.
Okay, so how do people get tickets, and how much are they?
The tickets are $25 per person, and they are available on our website or on our Facebook page. There is a link on each of those for purchasing tickets.
All right, and you have refreshments, you have cash bar.
We have refreshments.
It's going to be a great night.
Right, it'll be fun.
All right, and
excited.
It's a great Friday night date.
Yes. Remind us of the website.
The website is ccmohistoricalsociety.com.
Yes.
Okay.
And I am blessed enough to go MC this event.
Yes.
So I'm going to see you Friday night.
Wonderful.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Tammy's going to be our MC, so we appreciate
I'm
that.
excited about that.
Good. We are too.
All right, well, coming up next, Ozarks Barbecue Fest is just a few days away.
And we taste some good barbecue and get the scoop when we return.